This week on WDD's HotSpot, Philips SmartPole streetlights will soon take the place of 100 dumb streetlights in Los Angeles. LA is the first city to begin deployment of the SmartPoles, which are fully integrated with 4G LTE wireless telecommunications technology. Philips predicts that the cellular data traffic will increase 900% by 2020, so with that, the infrastructure must also grow to enable full coverage. And so why not use something like a streetlight that is so prominent in most cities and towns all over the world? Ericsson partnered with Philips to design and develop the SmartPole, as they actually provide the small cell technology for the 4G LTE output. The SmartPole will be connected to a core network via a fiber link and will work with any mobile operators. The operators can rent space in the poles to install their radio and antenna gear to increase the data capacity for their networks. In addition to the 4G LTE, the SmartPoles will bring the city over 70% energy savings compared to traditional streetlights, since they boast improved monitoring and maintenance capabilities. We can surely expect to see the SmartPole streetlights or similar technology rolled out around the country if the connectivity proves successful.
Can a single device replace the dozens of electronics we keep with us for different purposes? Researchers at MIT say yes and have already built a robotic prototype. The device is called Lineform. Made up of dozens of small servo motors controlled by an Arduino Mega, the device is covered in a black skin of spandex embedded with touch sensors, making it look like a lumpy stuffed worm at rest. Lineform's internal organs, however, give it the power to shift shapes in seconds. For example, the device can wrap around your wrist and remind you of meetings with a simple tap. It can curl up into a touch-sensitive keypad or curve itself into a hand-friendly phone shape. It can also wiggle, shake, and tap to convey when you're getting a message, or serve as a simple cable connector when you need one. Plug-in additions like light bulbs add even more functions. It can even be used to model geometry in real space while recording those shapes in 3D paper space. Right now, MIT's working model is low-res, but it does show how advanced soft robotics have become. Unfortunately, however, Lineform is scaring people. For some reason, people would still rather use their phones to text their friends, not so much a wiggling robo-worm. It's just like this worm, and people like, ugh.
I'm not really sure about that. Carnegie Mellon University and Disney Research have recently unveiled a new technology that can actually identify objects based on the electromagnetic signals that they emit. With some modifications to a small, low-cost software-defined radio, they can detect and classify the signals in real time, enabling robust on-touch object detection. Each item is associated with specific EM patterns that the device can then identify the electric and electromagnetic objects, all by reading the signals flowing through your body. Essentially, once you touch the object, the software uses the EMSense to detect the electromagnetic signal traveling through you, and then, in real time, looks up what kind of device generates those signals. In fact, the studies show that discrimination between dozens of objects is feasible, independent of wearer, time, and local environment. So far, the researchers have embedded their system in a smartwatch to demonstrate, and the outcome was pretty impressive.
Most of us have, at some point or another, dropped our precious smartphones and cracked the screens. Fun fact, when I still had my iPhone 4, I cracked the screen doing laundry, don't ask, and so every time I used it, I had to painfully press my face up against its broken shards. It was a sad time. Phone, come on! Now, a Chinese phone maker has addressed this delicate issue with its new Android-powered U7 Pro smartphone, which, in a remarkable demonstration of resiliency, can be used as a cutting board. I don't recommend trying this at home, but you can watch as the phone stands up to razor blades and all kinds of kitchen cutlery, emerging without a single scratch to the screen. Durability aside, the U7 Pro is a pretty standard phone. Its features include a 5.5-inch display with an HD resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels, a 13-megapixel rear camera, and 8 GB of internal storage. It's powered by 1 GB of RAM and a 1.3 GHz quad-core MediaTek processor. The model also has a built-in projector that can beam content from the screen onto the walls or ceiling of your home at 50 lumens. Or, you can continue to use the phone to prepare your dinners. That's all for this week's episode. Be sure to check it on Facebook and Twitter and catch past episodes at wirelessdesignmag.com. For the WDD channel, I'm Sarah Goncalves. Thanks for watching.
Flawless victory.